Hey crew, how you doing? Happy Thursday. Happy ISO Thursday. What a week it's been. How you all doing? Have you had a good week? I've had a pretty good week, apart from a stack of festivals cancelling. But, you know, it's part and parcel with the times that we're living in right now. I'm just going to bring you guys up here on the iPad so I can see what you're saying. Come on in. I'm really excited tonight to be performing some of it. It's all performing, whatever. My past tense and present peace album, which was my very first iTunes country #1 album, and my very first country album, actually. And this little record actually won me this award behind me here. I'm not sure if you can see the whole thing. This Southern Stars Australian Independent Country Music Awards award. Actually, no, it didn't. But the song, the one from it did, was the lead single off the record, and yeah, it was a great album for me. I think it very much represented for me a time between times where I'd come out of being in my band Silver Cities. I'd been on The Voice, and then I was like, right, it's time to do a solo project again. And so I just started writing. I sat down at my keyboard here and just started playing around and wrote these songs that were, I think, pretty meaningful. Well, to me, they were very meaningful and have gone on to be pretty special in other people's lives as well, which is very, very cool. And yeah, I think they just sort of represented a bit of a bridge in time for me from some pretty tumultuous years of being in a horrible relationship and just feeling very stuck and uncertain of what I wanted, what I was able to do in my life, feeling like all the doors had sort of closed on me. But knowing, but I think inside of me, deep down, I just always knew there was this other side that was going to come through if I just had the chance. So I think that's sort of echoed in some of the songs. I've gone pretty personal with this one. So I think it's generally the best way to write a song. I know people love the party hits and the party songs. They love dancing to them and stuff at festivals. But the ones that people come up to me after shows and say, oh, that song moved me, are always the ones that are, or I loved that song, are always the ones that have a really true meaning to them and truth and authenticity and a story behind them that's real. So, it's exciting. Thanks everyone for joining. I can see all your comments here now, which is great. We can see family now. How about you? Oh, I would love to. My mum's down on a property just outside of Canberra. I think we would love to go down and see them. But, we're just taking it easy just because they sort of say you can. I know, we're just doing what we feel like is the right thing to do and just easing into the whole easing of restrictions. There's no need to rush around and everyone, quick, we can get out again now, what have you. I obviously can't do any live shows or anything like that yet. So really for me, aside from going to visit people or having people over, there's no real need to kind of still be out mingling around. And so I'm still trying to sort of we are both still trying to sort of keep a bit of a low profile. Keeping our outings still a bit to a minimum. Still productive members of the community. But on that note, I think I've decided next week I've asked Sammy, my guitarist, to come round with his fiancée and play a few tunes for me. So we might, have a special guest around next Thursday, which will be cool. Just mix things up a bit. I've loved playing for you guys, and I've loved learning my own songs, learning new songs on the keys and guitar, and just having this safe place, I guess, to share them with you guys. And it's given me so much more confidence in my ability. Just feeling like, I can do this. I can do this. So even though I write on the piano all the time, and or on the guitar, it's a different thing to kind of perform songs live. So I'm going to give a few songs a crack tonight, which I haven't really played properly. Even the songs that I wrote on the piano or what have you, I might have just sort of played the bass note and then explained to the guitarist or producer what I kind of want. So there's a few in here tonight that I thought, I don't remember that song being so tricky, or I've never played that on guitar or piano before, that I'm just going to give a go. And then I'll do a few to track as well that I just know sound better that way. So thanks everyone for joining. I'm so glad. How you're going with your wine glasses or your tumblers, stemless wine glasses. I am so rapt to say I ordered 60 of these. I originally ordered 30 and then they sold out before they even went into production. So I ordered another 30 and I have got 13 left. So sitting over there in a gigantic box. It's only the bottom layer or a little bit of the bottom layer left of it. So if you are yet to get your gorgeous stemless wine glasses, please, jump on and on my web shop, hayleyjensen.net/shop after this, and you can grab yourself your own little stemless wine glass or tumbler if you don't drink wine. But that's why I kind of made them like this, because as a few people have pointed out this week, they don't tip over so easily. And they're multi-purpose. So, I'm glad you guys are loving them. Thank you very much for everyone jumping on board that. I think it was a cool little random idea that came to me one day, and sometimes they're the best ones, right, rather than the overthought ones. So, yes, I'm enjoying a drop tonight in my own wine glass. I've allowed myself to have one in the house. But thank you all also for sharing your photos and of yourself enjoying your own beverage of choice in them. I probably won't order another run after these unless there's a big run on demand. But yes, Karen, and I saw you with your Canadian club and zero sugar dry in it or something. I think you had. That's it. And a few other. I think Georgina had that in as well. So a few people sending me messages about them. That's great. That'd be excellent. I'm so glad, you're enjoying them, guys. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're enjoying the live Throwing Back Thursdays and the live music we're doing. Let me know what you'd like me to do next week. I've got a few options. Could do some Silver City stuff with Sammy, I guess. We could just do some requests of some songs that you love, that you'd love to hear me sing. He's a bit more of a pro on the guitar than me, so they can be a bit trickier. So please let us know. So Dee's filling in the order form as we speak to order some wine glasses, which is so cool. Trish, yours are on the way to Tasmania. Excellent. My Uncle Johnny's got his. He's been drinking his, I think it was whiskey or scotch in his. Linda, you've got yours. Thank you very much for your beautiful picture of those as well. So glad you guys are loving them. So, all right. Oh, great. I'm glad you've got the Chromecast happening. Bit of a reminder, if you have the ability to do that, you can Chromecast onto your television so you can, sit there and watch it. You can still comment on your phone, I think. Let me just check with my technical guru if we've got YouTube happening tonight. Chris? We do. We're also streaming to YouTube. So if you aren't able to Chromecast Facebook to your TV, some people aren't able to do that. You can find it on YouTube on your TV, but then you can still follow along on Facebook and comment to me and stuff. So make sure you do that because I still want to talk to you. Scott, cover of Tennessee Whiskey. Oh, how you doing, Scott? You were there. That was fun. Yeah, let's do that next week. That'll be fun. Okay. Yep. And as Denise said, or Mum, hi Mum, share away, guys. Let people know we're online. Let's get as many people here. I am going to. Oh, yes. Trish, your other merch is on the way too. Thank you. You've been incredibly generous buying everything in my cupboard. The only other thing is I've only got a couple of T-shirts left. So I think I've got a small, an extra large, and anyway, there's only a couple. If you go to the website and you're thinking, oh, I want to get a T-shirt, there's only a couple of sizes left, not all of them. So jump in. I should put them on special, shouldn't I? I'll work out how to do that. Cool. Okay. I am going to have a crack. I'm going through track by track on this album. And it's an interesting one because it was a 6-track album, and then I did the duet with Jay Sini called Tread Gently. Now, I wish there was a way that we could have been able to do a hookup at the end of this. I was like, oh, surely technology. But unfortunately, we weren't able to do that with the limitations we've got. But of a duet with Jay Sini for Tread Gently. So it's just the 6 tracks tonight. So we might chat a bit more. I'll talk you through the songs a little bit, and hey, we might even end up finishing on time for once. Wouldn't that be funny? Yeah. So, young years. I wrote this song when it was one of the first songs I think I really wrote kind of coming out of, off the back of The Voice. And thinking, what am I going to do? And I thought I just have to start back at a place where my emotions are really raw and I haven't had the opportunity to express something that an experience that I've been through. And I thought, you know what? I just sat down and started playing some chords, and I thought, and these words just came to me, and I thought, oh boy, here we go. Years earlier, I'd been in a pretty horrible relationship that, you know, obviously they don't start out that way. But it's, you know, over time. And, you know, if I look back, I can see the signs very, very early on. But it was, yeah, I was very young when I met this person. I was 17 and still in school, and yeah, and we just kind of hit it off, and it was very emotional, and, you know, there was really deep early on, emotion-wise. And, yeah, I think I just got really carried away with it all. And all my family and everyone warned me, you know, don't get too close, don't fall too deep, don't get, you know, I was spending hours and hours on the phone when I should have been doing schoolwork and all those kind of things that are like the signs of, you go, is that just a teenager or what? But anyway, you know, I was in a situation at the time where I think I just was quite vulnerable, and even though I grew up in a family home that was taught me to be strong and all that sort of stuff, I decided to kind of rebel against all that and just do what I felt was the right thing, and I didn't realise that I was kind of being manipulated, and in the end I just think it was a case of two people that really just weren't suited for each other. Anyway, I'm not going to make excuses for behaviour, but this song is about the feeling that I had at the time when I first decided to leave this horrible relationship, which was that I'd lost my younger years. And of course it's not true because I'm still young. But it felt like that at the time. And I was, oh gosh, no one's ever going to want to be with me, a divorcee, under 30, you know. But I made the right decision, and I needed to follow my heart. And all of these things teach you lessons in life, and they make you the person that you are. So I did say I was going to talk a bit more tonight, didn't I? Anyway, I'm going to attempt to play Young Years for you. It's harder than I remember it being when I wrote it. I think we changed it a bit in the studio. Sorry. You said, take my hand, you can trust me. I was so young and foolish. You said, to believe you'd leave me. I was so dumb and clueless. But I was trapped inside an imaginary cage, taunted and teased and forced to please. I was torn apart by your damaged heart, yeah. Shadow of who I knew I could be. And I gave you my young years, the best years of my life. You stole my young years, cut through me like a knife. I lost them, my young years, and the hope of eternal life. Gave you my young years as your wife. They said, you seem different now, you've changed. I didn't know just quite how much. You're so uptight, it's like you're chained away, estranged. But we're here, so get in touch. But I was trapped inside an imaginary cage, taunted and teased and forced to please. I was torn apart by your damaged heart, yeah. Shadow of who I knew I could be. And I gave you my young years, the best years of my life. You stole my young years, cut through me like a knife. I lost them, my young years, in the hope of eternal life. Gave you my young years as your wife. And all the heartache, the pain, all the hurt, you're insane, yeah. Expect me to give up my life, and all those nights you would fight, so uptight, I was right. And I should have known all along that you lied when I gave you my there my young years, and the hope of eternal life gave you my young years. Is who I Thanks, guys. Yeah. As I said, don't remember it being that hard when I wrote it. I think I just played the bass notes, actually. And then when you try to add in everything else. But it was a great challenge. So thank you for inspiring me to keep playing the instruments. Last week, had a bit of a week off with the, the backing tracks for Note to Self. I thought I'd just, stretch myself again. So it is lovely. It is really actually a pretty amazing thing to connect all of those things together with this song. Usually I don't like playing. I just like to sing so that I can just focus on expressing the song. But for some reason with these songs, there was just something about, I don't know where they came from or something in my soul that it felt really special to be able to actually play them as well. So going with it tonight. And you'll be happy to know that I've dropped down to like a lower alcohol wine. I was getting a bit sick of the ice in the wine, so I've gone to the lower alcohol content wine, which I'm really enjoying. Got some cool announcements around some stuff happening later in the year. I can't even talk to you about it yet. Shush, Hayley. Sorry. Now you're going to have to hang around, but later. Hi, Annie Greta. Hey, Jessie. Cousin Jess. Hey, Casey. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying this. Thanks, Sharon. Glad Monty's being inspired by... Hope she's not picking up my bad piano playing, but Monty's one of my artist development and vocal coaching clients, and she's just magnificent. Any of you that came to my One Acoustic Night show in Sydney would have seen Monty. She was awesome. Loving it. Thank you, guys. So glad you enjoy it. Time can change me, but I can't change time. David Bowie. Hey. Might have to look that one up. Oh, well, thanks, David. I make a pretty decent piano player for a singer. Cheers. It's nice actually seeing your comments here for once, actually stopping to look at them properly. So thank you. I won't keep you all bored, though. Watching me, watching you. There's a song in that. Watching me, watching you. No, that's knowing me, knowing you. So at 2 o'clock this afternoon, I was like, yeah, I'm just going to mainly do backing tracks. Probably actually it was about 2. And I thought I'd just do one song on piano. And it wasn't even that one. So I've just kind of learnt 3 songs today in a couple of hours, which is really cool. Not really learnt, but, I'm following them along. And then, probably at 4 o'clock this afternoon, I was like, I'm going to do I Took You Back on the guitar. So this will be fun. And sorry to all the guitarists out there as well, but I'm having fun and I think, it's kind of cool. This song's interesting on guitar because I wrote it on keyboard. I wrote it on keyboard with just the bass notes again. The doom, doom, but it sort of feels a bit liberating playing it on the guitar when I get the chords right. Anyway, we'll give it a go. This song is, of course, about, you're in these situations and you think, I'm never going to make that mistake again. I'm never taking that person back. I'm done. It's over. And silly me fell for the old I've changed. business. People do change sometimes, but I don't really think they change at the core of who they are. Like, I think if you've got values, if you've got certain, like, yes, people's values change too, I guess, but I don't know. I think the essence of who you are is part of your soul, part of who you are. And I think just sometimes, I don't know. Let me put it this way. You can't expect people to change. Even if they tell you that they have changed, they probably haven't. And that's cool. That's fine. You shouldn't expect people to change. And I shouldn't have expected this person to change. Took you back. What kind of food? Hang on, I'm just going to put some reverb on. I know I don't need it. Apparently everyone keeps telling me that, but some. Not that much. That much. Here we go. I took you back. What kind of food go do that? I should have known you'd cast your spell. You'd wave your wand. I'll be there to play along. You had that eye. I can't believe that I took you back. From the minute I set eyes on you, I knew that you'd be trouble. Had that old school heartthrob thing going on. From the minute you set eyes on me and knew you'd found your prey, I had that girl next door thing going on. And we spent hang on a minute. I told you I picked it up at 4 o'clock this afternoon. I'm getting a bit excited. And we spent way too many years screaming, fighting, shedding all those tears. I had enough, I walked away. Thought I'd be okay. That naive little voice said to obey. So I took you back. What kind of fool would go do that? I should have known you'd cast your spell. You'd wave your wand. I'll be there to play along. You had that hand. I can't believe that I took you back. From the time we started dating, well, I felt things start to change. That charming, joyous nature turned to rage. Every time I tried to be myself, you'd tell me I was strange. I knew it would be foolish then to stay. But we spent way too many years screaming, fighting, shedding all those tears. I had enough, I walked away. Thought I'd be okay. That naive little voice said to obey. So I took you back. What kind of fool would go do that? I should have known you'd cast your spell. You'd wave your wand. I'll be there to play along. You had that leg. I can't believe that I took you. Hang on a minute. Awkward chord. Back to the olden days. Nothing at all had changed. You were still causing another one. Be pain. Another one. Back to the way we were when it was all of love and all I could feel was disdain. There's gonna be an every hell. I took you back. What kind of fool would go do that? I I can't believe that I took you, babe. I can't believe that I took you back. Oh, there's some awkward chords in it. Anyway, and I don't even think they were the right chords, but hey, it's okay. It's my song. I can make up my own chords. I liked it. It was a different version. I don't even know if I didn't really. I wrote some things down. It was very hard to make sense of in the heat of the moment. But I'm just glad I tried. And I'm glad that there's still 75 people watching. How good's that? So thank you. Thanks so much. Hey, even guitarists are saying I'm doing well. Yeah. Yeah, what is everyone's favourite from this album? Huh? I'd love to know what you like the best. Lots of people saying they love that song. That's cool. Yeah, I always felt like it should have been a single, but anyway, it never happened. I ran out of money. Ran out of budget for that record, I think. Oh, thanks, Dev. Must have been practicing. G'day, Jose. How you doing? Happy wedding anniversary too. Used to work with Jose at Family and Community Services. That was fun. Some of you may not know, I used to be a change manager in corporate services at the Department of Family and Community Services. That was fun. No, I actually did enjoy it. Also used to be a consultant for Accenture, a global consulting firm, IT firm. We implemented the real-time banking system for Commonwealth Bank. So if somebody pays you from Commonwealth Bank and you're also with Commonwealth Bank and it appears like that, you can thank me. Well, not just me. There were 1,000 people on that project. It was huge, but it was it was very cool. It was huge and met some amazing people, including my husband. Oh. Yeah, the delay on the devices, Eric. I'm hearing you because I'm obviously talking to you and then I'm looking at comments that are like a few seconds old, but we'll get there. That's true, Karen. Re-releasing the song as an acoustic version. That would be actually a cool thing to do, I reckon. Oh, actually, Eric. I also met the amazing Eric. Eric was my boss when I worked for Accenture and we were at Commonwealth Bank doing the core banking modernisation project. He was the best boss I've ever had in my life and wonderful friend, lifelong friend now. I think that just did it to you, that whole environment. We were under a lot of stress and I actually used to work as a teller at the Commonwealth Bank in Gymea while I was studying at uni. And when I started at CBA for the core banking program, I met Eric, and he started his career at Commonwealth Bank also as a teller at the Gymea branch this is in South Sydney, which was just crazy. It's so cool. Anyway, we've been great friends ever since. Yeah, we love Eric. Which bank? The Commonwealth Bank. Ho, 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 ho. I know. Okay. This next one is kind of like it's this little reprise on this record that, yeah, I think if I was with a record label, they probably would have said, "You're not putting that on an album. Like that's not a song that is, going to add anything or whatever." But for me, it's like it's my truth, and it was like a good way to kind of. I felt like it said all the things that I needed to say about, I guess, the situation that I was in, coming out of it, and then what I'd learnt from it. And so, yeah, this is Stage Left. They said the key was to believe. Apparently it's guaranteed. They kept telling me I'm free. It didn't feel like that to me. These simple rules I had to follow, and for my life there'd be no sorrow. Deep inside I felt so hollow. This jagged pill is hard to swallow. My daddy said to me, "Don't do this." My mama said that I was foolish to let someone control my world. I was such a stupid girl. No one could tell me I was wrong. My pride, it proved to be so strong. Deep down I knew it all along, but I just wanted to belong. Now I have learned to listen in to that small whispering within. You can feel it in your skin. It gets louder with some gin. You deserve the very best. So don't you dare settle for less. The minute that you feel unrest, it's about time you exit stage left. As I said, one of those little songs that I reckon a record label would have gone, but to me, it said all the things it needed to say. And I've never written a song like that before, and I may or may not ever again. It was just I needed to put a full stop on all it was, and I'm really proud of that little song. It says a lot in just a few stanzas. So what do you guys reckon is Stage Left? You know, all my songs are available on Spotify and iTunes and Apple Music and all these places. You can get them on CD and all that sort of stuff. If you have Spotify or Apple Music or whatever, I would love for you to please follow me on on those platforms may not seem like much, just doing the little follow thing, or on the albums that you love, just doing the little green love heart, but it does mean a lot to me. And it means that the next time I release something, Spotify will let you know, which is cool. Thank you guys. Yeah, who cares what record labels think? Yeah, even though I've got a great record label now, mind you. I do. Social Family Records have been amazing. Big shout out to Nadia at Social Family, if you're watching, who's just been such an incredible champion of my music and of me, and great friend. And yeah, we're doing great things together. Also, Perrin at Market the Music, who's been my sidekick for a number of years now. I guess looking back on this record, it kind of reminds me, just makes me feel a bit nostalgic and appreciative of all the people that mean a lot to me and have been with me through the journey. Belting them out on your morning walks. Love to hear that, Eric, singing stage left at the top of your lungs and your morning. I'm glad you're going for morning walks. Everyone else getting out for their walks during the day. It can be so easy during these ISO times to just kind of hibernate a bit. I have been making it an absolute priority to get out and do at least try to get an hour's worth of exercise. It's 1 hour in your entire day. 24 hours, 1 hour of that to just yourself. It's so important to just breathe fresh air and feel your body move. We're made to move. And so anyway, it's only my first glass of wine, guys. Getting a bit deep and meaningful. It's these songs, I tell you. But mind you, I am a bit parched. Darling. I'm incredibly grateful to have met the absolute love of my life in a situation that, I never would have thought that I would have, but I met Chris. I met him while we were at work, but we didn't get together until after I left. Thanks, baby. But yeah, it's just amazing. You never know who, when you meet someone, how they'll come back into your life at another time and be, a special person in your world. This next song is about that turning point for me. When I originally, actually a bit of a kind of dance song. I wish I had it here. I could play you a little bit of it. That I programmed in myself in GarageBand, I think at the time, a few years ago. Anyway, I rewrote it and kind of reproduced it with Matt Fell, but rewrote it with my gorgeous friends Jay Colley and Jasper Somerville Colley, who some memories came up this week of when Chris and I think it was 5 years ago, went to Santorini. It was amazing, Santorini. And I was like, to go back there again. And my beautiful friend Jasper had commented on it saying, looks amazing. And it just brought it all back that, oh my God, he's no longer here with us. But he had such a profound impact on my life. I don't know if Jay's watching. Sometimes he tunes into these things, sometimes not. If you're friends with Jay Colley, message him. Tell him I'm talking about him and his bro. But they basically helped me to reinvent this song. And it was the same day that we wrote The One, actually. As I said last week, we pretty much wrote the whole of my Note to Self album together, apart from a couple of songs. And then, I came back and we wrote The One, and then we had, we rewrote Free to Live, and I think then we had a little bit of time left and we wrote The One. So anyway, time for Free to Live. Now this is I loved this song. I loved the production that Matt Fell brought to this song. He really went into soundscape designing, with it. And When Matt gets his like genius cap on and creativity going, you just stand back and let him do his wonders. So, and I remember him saying to me at the time, this song needs to be on an airline ad. So if you know anyone that works for an airline, maybe not an Australian one because they're all going down the gurgle, except for Qantas. Hey, maybe the Queensland government would pick this one. Sorry, a bit cheeky. I hope Virgin gets saved because Virgin have been amazing for artists. They give us these amazing baggage allowances, and I hate to think, especially for a country music artist, we travel between regional towns all the time, and it's just, I heard that Regional Express were looking at maybe taking up some of the major city routes, but yeah, anyway, I think the world's going to be a different place when we come out of this craziness. I just hope we all stick together through it, and that the divide between the haves and the have-nots and the cans and the can-nots and all that doesn't get too big. Yeah. just love that song. I love it so much. Oh, hang on. Lost you guys. Error while loading. Thank you, Facebook. No thanks. I want to talk to my people. All right, I'm going to go back. Oh, I love that song. Might be a bit cheesy. I don't know. I don't care. No, that's not liking me. So how about we do it again? I can see you commented, but it won't let me open it. Anyway, I always felt like that was like my favourite, musically my favourite song on this. But it's really hard to choose because I do love I Took You Back to. Anyway, who needs favourites anyway? They're all favourites. It's like children. People go, what's your favourite child? Well, how can you? I saw I think somebody asked somebody that on the project this week, and it's like, you can't ask that question. I feel like it's a bit the same with songs because we write them and they come from different places, and it's not you can't just pick a favourite because they all have a different meaning. I've got the spinning wheel of death on this laptop. I'm going to give it to my amazing husband / tech support / got every device in the house open over there. Thanks, sweetheart. Maybe I'll move along and then I will come back to chat with you guys. Oh, yeah. This next one's really fun. At Mum's house, we've got this gorgeous little dog, Freckles. Frecky! I'm sure Mum's got it Chromecasting to the TV. And little Frecky is just so gorgeous. It's like, I don't know, it's like a corgi that's kind of been shrunk to the size of a normal terrier, except for when it has a little bit too many snacks. No snacks, Frecky. But she's just absolutely gorgeous. And every time, she's very, very sensitive little soul. You know, some dogs are just like, they're ultra sensitive. Freckles is ultra sensitive, as is Kenzie. Sorry, Kenz. I'm sure she's watching on the TV too at home, but she's the Rottweiler. She's also very sensitive, but Frecky can see the television. So whenever Mum's got country music channel on, talk about that in a minute, and the one comes on, because Tim often programs the one on, little Frecky gets very, very excited, and she runs up to the TV, paws on the little cabinet, and she watches me, and then it gets to the chorus, and she starts, she gets very, very excited, and she starts crying and whimpering, and I don't know, it could be a sonic thing, like frequency thing. I hope I'm not hurting her ears. But Mum assures me that no, she loves it. So, but I think it could be something about the key and the chord changes. Isn't that amazing how music, I guess, yeah, all noise. We're listening to the little lorikeets out there today singing to each other. I'm thinking, what are they saying? Wish I could understand. But yeah. This next one's cute. I've never played it on piano before, but yeah, I learnt it. Kind of tried to learn it this week as a bit of a challenge, and yeah, I'll give it a whirl. Huh? Might take me, it usually takes me a little bit just to get the fingers used to it again. I thought I'd two, but me and you. Oh, sorry, already stuffed it. Good on your house. You got something, it's not hard to see, it's unexpected, but the good things always are. Maybe tonight, if the stars align, and if we... Sorry, I'm just going to glance my eyes over this for a second, because, you know, you play another song and then you go to play this and your mind goes, hang on, which chords are in this? So I'm just going to quickly... Thank you. Let me start again. I actually want to play it down at this part of the keyboard, but... I thought I'd lost, thought I had tossed it all away, hadn't everyone else? Thought I did too, but me and you got something. It's not hard to... Oh, sorry. I was really good at this earlier in the week. I need to just read it. Sorry. Stop trusting my own... Frecky's going to be very disappointed in me right now. I thought I'd lost, third time lucky maybe, thought I had tossed it all away, hadn't everyone else? Thought I did too, but me and you got something. It's not hard to see, it's unexpected, the good things always are. Maybe tonight, if the stars align, and if we say the right words, maybe we might find that you and I, when it's all said and done, can you give me a reason you couldn't be the one? C, F. Oh my gosh. Maybe I give up. No giving up. Here we go. We're going to get this, guys. This is the one that I was most confident with tonight. Isn't that funny? I've practiced it the most. It's embarrassing. Maybe tonight, if the stars align, and if we say the right words, maybe we might find that you and I, when it's all said and done, can you give me a reason you couldn't be the one? But pre-chorus, but me, my broken heart, thought we'd be better off alone. We'd be better where we are. Might be tonight. But maybe tonight, if the stars align, and if we say the right words, maybe we might find. Oh gosh. Maybe tonight, if the stars align, and if we say the right words, maybe. Oh, it's a passing chord. Might find that you and I, and it's all said and done. Can you give me a reason you couldn't be the one? In the stars align, and when we do. Oh, this is embarrassing. This is like watching a child, you know, being like, "Mummy, I've got to let me play a concert for you." There's no reason you. Let's see if we can get this right. You couldn't be the one, except for the fact that I can't play the piano. Anyway, I'm going to end it there. Save you all. I swear, this week I was playing that like, oh, look at me, all over it. And then today I was like, no, I'm going to do young ears as well. And I think it's screwed me up because it's like similar progression, but minors instead of majors instead of minors. And oh boy. Anyway, that's okay. It's okay. It's only what week of lockdown is it? And Chris said, be careful, don't overload yourself. You might stuff them up. That's okay. I'm human. I make mistakes. Yep, true. Stuart, having another drink of my low alcoholic wine. Now I wish I had stronger one. Look, guys, thanks for sticking with me. I could just sing it without the music. I was like, oh, maybe I should have put it in there, just the backing track, but that's okay. We all know the song. Thanks. I tried. I will come back with that song and nail it. I promise. Thanks, guys. Glad you're all enjoying it. Oh, I've got one song left for you tonight. Oh, it would be cool. Yeah, let's do that with Sam. He plays it really good on the guitar. He plays it good on the guitar. I just thought it was cute having the little. I thought Frecky would like that. Frecky, that's for you. Sorry, darling. You probably can't even tell that I'm playing it wrong. Everyone else is like, yeah, sweet. Thanks, House. Keep it up. Keep up the practice. Sorry, my mic thing is like right in your faces too. Real music being sung. Oh, she needs more wine, says Mum. Thanks. Obviously. So how have you guys been? I've only got one song left, and look, I've just hit the hour mark. I mean, I could wind it up, but just wanted to ask, how are you guys going? It's been happening. Thanks, guys. I love you guys. You're all so encouraging. Your favourite song on the album? I'm sorry, I just stuffed it up, Louise. I'm giving it a go. And that's the one thing I think no one can ever like say about me, that I didn't give it a go, or I didn't give it my best shot, which I'm proud of. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? Frecky loved it, says Mum. Good. So did Wayne. Wayne says it's all good. All right. Guys, I've got one more song for you tonight. It's an oldie. It's an oldie, actually. It was probably the oldest song on this record. I wrote it years and years and years ago with and that makes me sound like I'm an really old fart. Anyway, I wrote it a few years ago, like straight after Idol, with my great friend Phil Barton, and I kind of sat on it for a few years. It didn't feel right going on Note to Self, although it actually, in hindsight, it could have gone quite well, but I'm glad I didn't, because we ended up releasing it as a single from Past Tense and Present Peace, which is the album we're showcasing tonight. And it was lovely. Definitely got played on Country Music Channel and featured Chris and I dancing in a beautiful old. It was actually, we filmed the video clip in this beautiful old estate, Summerlees estate. I'm not sure if it's still there now, if they've sold it, but it was beautiful, really gorgeous, freezing cold. If you look at the video, you can almost see like the, you know, when it's really, really cold and there's like that condensation coming from your mouth. I was like, this doesn't look great. It's fine. Edit it out in post. So guys, tonight we've got pizzas from Vacanza Pizzeria, which is one of our favourite pizza restaurants in Sydney. We've ordered them. They're now doing these like vacuum sealed amazing pizzas. I know it doesn't sound great, but they're like, the dough is amazing and the toppings are all really fresh and there's like buffalo mozzarella and yummy things. Anyway, we love going there, but there's usually always wait. So, and of course now it's all been just takeaway, and it's in Surrey Hills, so it's a little bit too far to like get takeaway pizzas and then be still fresh. So we've ordered them. They're delivering them like just a little bit undercooked. So you just put them in the oven for like 10 minutes or something, or not even that, like 6 minutes, and they come to life. Oh, I can't wait. I've also been doing this like 16-8 fasting thing, so maybe that's why I'm obsessing over my pizza. What are you having for dinner tonight? Let me know. Have you been supporting your local restaurants and cafes? We've been doing that a lot. Can anyway. Not a lot, really, because, you know, we don't want to be spending a whole lot of money either at the moment. But there's a few places that we just really love that we want to keep going, that we've been trying to support. So, sorry, Ray, I've made you feel like pizza. Okay, one song left, guys. I almost did it. I almost got under the 1 hour mark. Thanks for joining me. This is I'll Always Love You, and I'll always love you. Everything changed the day I met you. Every night I see it in your eyes. And every breath I take when I'm here in your arms, wrapped in you. What can I do? It's like a dream coming true. Build my life around you. It's everything that you do. I'll always love you. You're my strength through it all. Oh, you catch me when I fall. You know that it's true. I'll always love you. There's something beautiful about you. Sometimes I get so lost staring at you. Somehow I wanna just tell you, you're all that I see. You're all that I need. It's like a dream coming true. Build my life around you. It's everything that you do. I'll always love you. You're my strength through it all. Oh, you catch me when I fall. You know that it's true. these songs that fade out. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining tonight and tuning in. Honestly, as I said in my little description tonight, this has really made this whole ISO, COVID-19, no gigs, my entire world feels like it was shut down. And then I kind of pulled my finger out and decided, nope, stuff it. I'm going to do these live shows. And I know there's a lot of artists out there going, don't do them, don't do them. But because it undervalues music. But I honestly feel like you guys that are watching every week really do value what I'm bringing. And I'm so grateful that I can bring a little bit of happiness to your week. And aside from bringing a bit of happiness to your week, it just gives me motivation to keep playing, keep writing new songs, keep preparing new things each week, and just stay connected with you guys. You know, otherwise it's really hard, and I just feel like it's so much nicer to talk to you, you know, candidly like this, and see your comments and feel like I'm having a conversation with you, rather than you know, just posting a picture every now going, hey, I'm out on a run. Hi, I'm doing my nails. Which, by the way, I did again this week, my own SNS. So, as I say, I may have another career after this. No, joking. So I've been doing lots of songwriting, collaborating. I would have been actually Chris and I would have been about to just head off on our around the world trip in the next week or so. So it's kind of depressing. And to hear that Gympie is being cancelled as well is really depressing. Nothing was announced yet, but you can probably get the gist of the thing. There's a whole lot of other little ones that are you know, other festivals and shows that I was doing that I've had emails all week coming in. So I was really looking forward to connecting with you guys tonight to just say thanks so much for making, my lockdown so much brighter. And also Chris's, you know, it gives us something different to do rather than the day job. So I'm off. I want to say thank you. If you would like to get one of these, remember I don't have very, very many left, and I'd love to not have them in my house because, as you can see, it's already quite chockers with stuff. But yes, and Mum just mentioned CMC. I don't even want to get into that. It's so sad. Just another, and it's not just, everyone's like, oh, country music's doomed. It's actually wasn't just Country Music Channel. It was MTV and Channel V as well have all been cancelled. But they are bringing another version, CMT and some other MTV channels. I'm just hoping that they will accept some local content as well. It says they're going to be programmed for Australian audiences, so hopefully they realise that that's what you guys want to hear. But, you know, and I'm incredibly grateful for the amazing support that Country Music Channel have helped all of us artists reach, you know, way bigger audiences than we would have any other anyway. And I think video is such a powerful way to connect with people, you know, rather than just hearing a song. You can actually see the story being played out in front of you. And I was lucky enough to be a finalist in the 2018 CMC Awards. I think it was the last year that they were run. And it was like, that was when I really knew that I had this amazing support around me, because the first round was kind of like the finalists or the semi-finalists, and then you had to vote for your favourite, and I ended up being voted by you guys to the top 5, which was the finalists that were announced on that big screen. I'll never forget it. It was just really such an incredible highlight of my career, and CMC have brought so many highlights to our careers and shared our music far and wide. So I'm so sad to see it go. Yeah, he's hoping that something comes back in another form that's, you know, going to also celebrate Australian country music as well. In the meantime, I am loving having our own little channel here every Thursday night, 7:30. We'll be back again next week. I will have my partner in crime, Sam Dowling, here playing some guitar with me, maybe singing a little bit as well. Let us know what you'd like to hear. I'll be checking these comments afterwards as well for anyone that's watching it in the replay. We can do some songs from the Superstars of Country show. We can do whatever you want. Some Tennessee whiskey, whatever songs people have requested. Would love to sing what you want to hear. So thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Yeah, I still went over the hour. It's a bit of a trademark, always running late. Aren't I, Eric? Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a lovely night. Have a great weekend ahead. Wishing you all the best. All my love. Cheers.